I'll just take the ones that is convenient for me before I pass it on. Please, are you listening, please? A business deal. In 2005, I registered my business. Before then, I was working for an international organization where from A to Z, from beginning to the end, what we do is to close deals, because I've been a marketing guy from inception. And so what you've asked, it's a common practice. Most times, you don't dictate the venue where your transaction will be concluded. You don't dictate it sometimes, especially when you are still in your toiling stage. But if you have succeeded in marketing and you have become a brand, a name that people reckon with, naturally, they come to you wherever you want, either to your office and all that. But for young people like us who are still trying to get a footing in business, you can't dictate where a business transaction will be concluded. Now, when I started my business, I knew that it's going to targeted at top executives, because the list of my product, it's about 3.5 million, 4 million in the early 2000s. Today, the list of the product I sell, though that's not a sideline, it's not my core business now, I've been able to analyze in like 50. If you go to things like Prado, like Land Cruiser, you're going into almost 100 million. That is how it is. If you go to the armored vehicles, you're talking close to 500 million, 400 million. So you see, the kind of people that will call on you to get those products, they are not just main men. I hope I'm communicating. And so they will be the one to decide. So what I did, before they even started inviting me, I decided to locate them by joining associations and chambers and platforms where those guys always go to relax. Because it's practically difficult to locate them in their offices. The gatekeepers in some of those offices in 12th, 13th floor building on a Marina Road, you can't count them. So you meet even ordinarily a gate man outside will tell you, yes, what are you looking for? And you tell him, so I'm going to see the MD for. He will look at you up to MD for what? Do you have any appointment? You'll have been frustrated before you get to the second floor. And so what I did was to take the pain and register. I went online. I also get referrals from friends, and I registered. I paid. You have to take that extra, step and sacrifice to pay. So I did pay. Most of my friends did not want to say, how much is my salary? How much is my commission? I'll be paying 100,000 to us of Nigeria. These are things that are accessible to all of you. You look at them, you don't know that you can be a member. I joined several. Nigerian Institute of Management, I joined it. And so I got if you join, they share some information with you on their events and their location. For the first time, an Agege boy suddenly started going to places like Lagos Boat Club in Victoria Island. And then Ikoyi Club. Listen, all those names might look a bit ambiguous and very worldly in quotes to you because of where we are coming from. But look, there is nothing special. It depends on you that you are going there and what you are going there to do. God has worked on us. God has changed our lives. He has invested a lot into us. And we can't stay in church to find expression. The best place you can stay, church is a place where you are armed. That's where you are loaded. That is where God invests in you. But the place that appreciate those investments more are not among believers, because they know everything you want to express. It is only the people who are out there that will see and say, wow, this is a great brand. That's when heaven is proud, because you go to a place, you join them to consummate a transaction, and you still live there unspotted. So I started going. And I remember my first outing at the Nigerian Britain Association. I got a referral, and the Institute of Directors of Nigeria president, the man is late now. He called me. He happened to be my guarantor. And I got there. And the first program we had that day was, we had late Professor Dora Akinyele, the former DG of NAFDAC, as the guest speaker for the event. And so the IOD president who signed my form said, Ayo, you are a new member, but I know you are a very vibrant and dynamic guy. Are you willing to drop 200,000 naira to be the host tonight for this event. I looked at the little money I was saving as a new marketer. But I knew what that means. You know, if you pay and host that program that night, we call them sponsors. What that means is that my brands, the logo, all those my display, they will be displayed around the whole place. Everybody will get to know there is executive motors. And you know, you will sit on the high table with those guests. You will have a medium mileage and coverage. Because when you are seated, the president in council will sit, the guest speaker, Dora, will sit, and the sponsor of the event will sit, and the next day, those that never knew the IO in Agege will now begin to call and say, what are you doing in the Punch? What are you doing in the Guardian? That's it. So I went ahead, I sat on the table. Before that, I looked for the best of suit. Immediately I knew I was joining. I had to discard all my coats. I used to be an usher. And listen, please enjoy. Listen. And I said this on several fora. So I just said, look, this coat cannot go to where I'm going. So I dropped it. It's a very frank decision I took. And I went there, looked good, smelled good, and I sat among those great men. And at the end of the session, the IOD president said, now it is my singular honor to invite the young businessman who has deemed it fit to sponsor this event for a closing remark and a speech. Oh my. Within that 3-5 minutes, oh my. And at the end of the day, I just got a call. Somebody touched me, the PA, and he said, please, madam want to see you. And it's Dora. And I had a conversation with her. That was when I became our son. She carried me on her shoulders. And I took advantage of that contact to get into places I cannot get to if not for God's support. And that was the rise. I sponsored the name began to move higher in the business world, and I was connecting. And then at a time, somebody will now invite me. Ayo, how are you? Alain, can you deliver 20 units of these vehicles? I said, yes, sir. Okay, meet me at Ikoyi Club tonight by 7:30. I will go. Listen, I'm not going there to drink beer. I'm not going there to go and look for a lady. I'm going there to meet the managing director of a multinational organization who wants to give me a deal of supplying 20 cars. And out of it, I'm going to make a margin. I will take care of myself, take care of my family, and take care of the church of the living God. So I went there, and I saw him, and then we finished the transaction, and he said, do this, supply this to this state and all that. And I came back. And when I was coming out of Lagos country, the Ikoyi Club, I look at myself. Nothing has happened to me. My garment of righteousness have not been stained. No. So I went back home. But ask me, will I go there to relax? Normally, I may not be able to go there. Because they asked me to become a member. I just felt, what am I doing here? I would rather invest those time in God's presence. But to get deals done, I will go. There's no time to talk more about that. Thank you very much. Let me stand on.
I'm sure you've learned a lot in this video. You've been educated about how to start your business and how to grow your business. So please, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more. Click the notification bell so that we can bring in more video for us anytime we upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.